there things that songwriters can do in their education, apart from, you know, listening to other songwriters and writing their own songs? What can they do to inform their craft? I mean, are cultivating other art forms important? Reading? How much does that contribute to?
I would encourage anyone who's choosing a narrative path, songs or narrative, is to study them all. Poetry. When you watch television, try to watch something really good and then pay attention to how it's written. You know, what's the narrative form? What's, you know, how that they're moving the narrative along. Reading. You know, reading was incredibly informative to me when I grew up barefoot in warm weather in Houston, and I didn't really start reading until I kind of in college, because I was sort of pretending to be an English and political science major, and I did get interested in some poetry. Mm-hmm. But it was, you know, around 19 years old before I got the bug to read. And when I started reading, it started to inform my sense of language. Because, you know, to me, besides, I'm kind of, melody is easier for me than language. You know, I can craft a melody of beginning, middle, and ending pretty quickly, but I'll spend a lot of time on the language. Didn't do that so much when I first started. Mm-hmm. But, you know, if you go to a museum and you look at a painting, if you're looking at paintings, that's an opportunity to observe the narrative style mm-hmm. of the painter. All of those things. I would say first and foremost, figure out how it is that you're an artist, you know, and then nurture your artistry. And that doesn't mean that doesn't preclude getting on the stage, and it doesn't include getting on the stage. Mm-hmm. It's a way of life. Mm-hmm. And then the work ethic and the craft it's something that you acquire with experience, I think. And hopefully I can teach the value of getting up the next morning and going back to work. Mm-hmm.